gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
Hey everybody, I'm back in the kitchen again, and I'm going to make, my wife's not here again, so I'm going to make sardines for breakfast again. My idea today is I'm going to make shit on a shingle. That's SOS, sardines on a shingle. Alright, so what I have to work with today, I have my sardines, some butter, flour, just a little bit more than a cup of milk, salt, pepper, bay leaf, either nutmeg or mace. Today I'm using mace. Have some parsley and some bread for toast. Alright, this is a really simple recipe, but it's going to be delicious, I guarantee. So the first thing we need to do is make a basic white sauce or a bechamel, so that's what we're going to do first. Alright, we want to start with a pan that's not too hot, and then we're going to add our butter. And get that started melting. We don't want to brown this butter because we want this to be a light colored roux, because we want our sauce to be white when it's done. Okay, our butter is about melted, so I'm going to add our flour. And we want to cook out that raw flavor of the flour. So it just takes a couple of minutes. But like I said, we don't want to put any color on it. That'll just take, 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to pull this aside a little bit because I don't want to get any color on it. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now to this, we want to add our milk. So we always want to use cold milk when we pour it to the hot roux, because that'll help prevent getting lumps. And I'm going to switch to a whisk. Just to get all of that incorporated in there. And I'm going to add 1 bay leaf, and I'm also going to add the chopped beans, of course, and a little bit of the mace. So just a little bit of that. Now we just want to bring this up to a simmer, and it's going to thicken with that roux, and then when it gets to the correct consistency, we're going to finish seasoning it and add our sardines. Just want to make sure we keep stirring this so we don't scorch the bottom. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, maybe 2, and some fresh ground pepper. Now, traditionally, when you make a bechamel, you would add onion to this, but I'm going to skip that because I think we're going to get a lot of flavor from the sardines. Need to make sure I get my toast going. So I'm going to take this off the heat again here. We don't want to scorch it, and this is the perfect consistency. Now you want your bechamel to coat the back of the spoon, and that's exactly what it was doing there. I did taste it, it just does needs a little bit more salt. Harry. Harry smells of sardines. Alright, so I'm going to remove this bay leaf here. Put that aside, and then we have our sardines, which I drained the olive oil out, and then I'm going to gently put them into the sauce here. I'm going to fold those in really gently. We just want to warm them up slightly, and I don't want to break them up. Okay, just like that. Okay, so let's build our plate. Have our sardines. Plate. Some fresh parsley, and a little for garnish. All right, there it is. My shit on a shingle. That's SOS. Sardines on a shingle. I can't wait to try this. Now, normally this is made with dried chip beef, but I thought it would be fun to do it with sardines. So, what can be bad, right? That is delicious. Wow. It's warm, not real fishy. Obviously it tastes like sardines, but it kind of reminds me of a fish pie, like if you were to make a fish pot pie. And that little kick from the chilled beans really makes a difference there, but delicious. If you like cream chip beef, and you like sardines, I highly recommend this recipe. Definitely try this. And it's super simple. Very few ingredients, and it doesn't take any time at all. So you just want to make sure that you just gently heat up your sardines in the sauce so they don't break apart. But of course you could do that too. You could break them apart and mash them up and put them on there as well, and that would be just as good. But I like the presentation of the whole sardines in there. Now these were larger sardines. These were pilchards, so they had 3 in a can, so they were 3 large sardines. But if you got these smaller bristling sardines, that would be great too. Just like regular SOS, it's hard to eat, messy, but delicious. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe. That always helps us a lot. And we'll see you on the next sardine adventure. All right. That is surprisingly good.
Gas up the Jeep, it's fun to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I.